Greetings, 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 peace, love, harmony, and light. Wagwan, what the deal is. This is your brother Chief Kalanago with a quick video. Man, I'm always saying that, right? Quick video, but videos be long. But anyway, I'm gonna try to keep it about half an hour, 45 minutes for the most. All right, first off, I want to acknowledge the great spirit, the universal source, universal intelligence. I also want to give thanks and honor to my ancestors. And I know that I'm an extension of them in every way. So I honor each and every one of them. And I'm very thankful and honored that I could be used as a vessel. And I also thank them for being my spiritual umbilical cord, when I need help and I need any type of guidance and protection. So with that being said, let's get into this. I'm gonna get right to the point. And for those of you who may hear this video, some of you may take it out of context, and that's fine. I'm not doing videos for likes, or I'm doing it because of the love, okay? Now, I totally I'm not against anybody, who is out there giving information. Let me just say that first and foremost, Information is information, and whatever resonates with your spirit, your soul, your mind, your body, your being, then so be it. But I'm here to always give a different perspective. You see, I'm a visionary, you know what I mean? And with that being said, for me, and I'm only speaking for myself, and that's just the way I feel about things, right? I mean, it's great. It's important to know, our history. You know what I'm saying? It's important to know all of that. All right. But I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I would like you to be honest with yourselves. All right. Be honest with yourselves, because you see, when we spend too much time holding on to the past, we miss the present. Okay. I'm going to say that again. When we hold on to the past too much, all right, then we miss out on the present. And you see, the present is where we create our reality that then becomes our future, all right? And then our future at some point will become our history. Well, Chief Kalanado, what are you talking about, right? For me, evolving is literally, what I'm about right now, okay? What a lot of people fail to realize is this: you shouldn't want to be stuck in a paradigm of just trying to go back. You know what I mean? Life is about evolution, okay? Life is a journey. It's a journey we are moving forward, and we all have a destination. And in your destination, yes, sometimes you may have to stop, take a break. You may even have to do a left turn, a right turn, a U-turn sometimes. But at some point, you have to get back on track and keep moving forward. What I'm saying is this, right? Why are we spending so much time focused on the past? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the past is not important. You see what I'm saying? There is a saying, and I've said it before in videos a very long time ago, all right? But I'm a thinking man. And there is a saying that if you don't know your past, then you don't know where you're going. And to me, that's kind of like incomplete. And what do I mean by that is it has some credence to it, but it's not totally true. Because every generation, in every era, in every age, people create a new history. So for us to be here in this day and age, where we should be creating our own stories so that our children could speak of our story, okay? create our own legacy, we are focusing too much on the past that has already been lost or stolen or hidden. Okay? Yes, some of us may have some information, but I'm just going to be candid, and I'm just going to keep it 100% like I always do. All right? By us not stretching and reaching out into the past, it doesn't mean that we are not honoring our ancestors. How could that be? We are our ancestors. They are in every fiber of our being. So why are we reaching so far where we are creating so much division amongst ourselves, trying to reach into a past that's gone? 90% of the times, and I'm just, once again, man, a lot of you may take this the wrong way, and it's fine. But for the visionaries, okay, they will hear exactly what I'm saying, okay? Because anyone who think that the original people of this land or whatever, okay, how far back do you have to go to know what the original people look like? I mean, it's really a matter of just thinking for yourself. All right? People evolve, okay? And things change. It doesn't mean that you are not your ancestors. The spirit remains the same. The host, okay, may be a little bit different. The avatar may be a little bit different, but we are our ancestors. We are our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? I see people reaching out to, well, what is the languages we spoke? Man, listen, we spoke so many different languages, nobody know. And I'm just gonna keep it 100, okay? I say Halito, Osio. That is not our original language. And that's facts. Who knows what it is or what it was? Family, things change, okay? If you look at the world, many different cultures have evolved. And every generation created a story. Yes, they had a little bit of some of what was handed down. But at some point, I'm certainly sure that got cut off, where people mixed in with different cultures and created new cultures. All I'm just saying is this, right? I'm not saying that we shouldn't go back and learn some things. I'm not saying that. But that's just my opinion. I think we spend too much time trying to go back into the past when we have the present right here. We are missing out on what's in front of us, that we could create a new journey, okay? We could have new beginnings. Our ancestors are right here with us. They are in us, okay? And they themselves are looking to evolve. They are looking to ascend. But yet still people spend too much time descending, going back where our ancestors left. Our ancestors, they don't want to go back there. Okay? They want to move forward because that's what life is about. It's about moving forward. Okay? Enjoying the journey. Life is a journey. Okay? And we are supposed to create in the age that we are right now, okay? We are supposed to create new experiences because the old experiences, they are actually in us. Eventually, they will wake up. But we have to continue moving forward. We have to continue moving forward. Because listen, I don't care who it is. Nobody could tell me what's the original language that we spoke here in the Americas. Nobody. Okay? Because we have been on this earth for millions, if not billions of years. So who's going to tell me what's the original language? I mean, at some point, it's safe to assume we didn't even have a language. We spoke telepathically. And all that stuff is still speculation. Who could prove that to me? Nobody. Nobody could prove it. It's all speculation. And don't get me wrong, I have done it. I may still do it again. But that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is, at what point are we going to start creating our own story? Creating our own right now so that our posterity could have something. Family, our story have been hidden, stolen, destroyed. Man, listen, we could spend another lifetime and never get it back. What are we going to pass on to our children? What are they going to pass on to their children? What are they going to pass on to their children? Are we going to continue just wasting time? Which, of course, that's a cliche because time doesn't exist. But if you get my drift, are we going to continue to just be focused? Is it because that we are lazy, that we don't want to create something new? Is it because we are comfortable? Is it because we are complacent? Our ancestors were not comfortable. They were not complacent. They built it. They were creators. They were great. They are great because they are part of us. So therefore we are great. But if we do not harness our greatness and create what we need to create right now, what are we going to pass on as a legacy? What are we going to pass on? What are we going to pass on? And don't get me wrong, by no means I'm getting at anybody in particular that's doing that. Because like I said, trust me, all right? I lived in a glass house, so I'm not going to throw stones. The point I'm making is this. I have done enough videos on that, and it's time to evolve. All right? Now, if I have to be the one to start that new mindset or that new paradigm, then so be it. But all I'm just saying is, why can't we move forward? Every other ethnic group have evolved, but we are still trying to hold on and grasp to the past, a past that we are uncertain of, a past we may never even get again. Because literally the past is the present and the future happening at the same time in a different world. You feel what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is this, man. I'm not saying forget. Let's not try to remember some of the languages or some of the culture. Man, listen, we could create something new right now. Okay? Because everything that has been written, for some reason, we have been lied to. So how do we know that's facts? How do we know that it's a fact? But what we can be certain of is what we create right now. We can be certain of that because we are here in the presence and we are living it. So therefore, if we create it, then we know that we have to protect it, and therefore our children and their children and their children will have it. Okay? And they can add it to what they themselves will create. And that's how we evolve. But if we spend too much time trying to pull back the past, you may pull some things that you don't want to experience. You feel me? Be careful what you ask the universe for. Be careful what you ask the universe for. A lot of our ancestors went through some things, okay, that you cannot even fathom. Just the thought of you trying to imagine or comprehend what they went through, all right? Some people would even commit suicide because they wouldn't want to deal with that reality. Okay? So be mindful what we ask the universe for. We are living in a new age, okay? And in a new age, we are supposed to create according to that age. We are supposed to evolve into and from that age into another age. That is our mission. That is our goal. That should be our purpose. Because like I said, Halito or Sio, that's not our original languages. So why can't we focus on creating something new? It's not impossible. English wasn't a language that was global, but it became global. Hebrew wasn't a language that was global, but it became global to a certain extent. Latin, Arabic, all those languages were forced on many indigenous communities for commercial purposes. Why do we always have to wait until our backs are against the wall to get creative? Why is that? Why can't we be proactive? Step up and make those changes right now. Why do we always have to be in the position where we have to be controlled, opposed to being in control? So I'm not saying by no means what I'm saying, I'm insinuating that we should forget our ancestors. No. How can we forget what's part of us? We can't get rid of our ancestors. They are part of us. Okay? I mean, the billions of cells that we have, the characteristics of our ancestors, that's within us. Nobody could take that away. Nobody. So yes, we may have been part of the Mayans, the Incas, the Toltecs, the Egyptians, the Yamasee, just name it all. All the so-called clans and families that you think we may have been a part of. Even ancestors from Africa, Europe, and Asia, the entire world blended in. So how can you pinpoint your exact history? It's impossible. It's totally impossible. But however, you are that history because our ancestors are within us. So we haven't forgotten anything. We're just not aware of it, okay? So I'm saying let's refocus. Let's refocus and know that we are creators. You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to take a wild guess. Every era that our ancestors lived in, they created something new for the next generation. I guarantee you that. Okay? So what are we going to live for our posterity? Are we going to spend the rest of our lives trying to go back into the past? The past is gone. We have the greatest gift ever, which is the present. That's all we need. In fact, that's all we have. That's all that's for certain. Nobody could go back into the past physically. Okay? Nobody could go into the past physically. You may be able to go back in your memory, in the mental state, or in a spiritual form, yes. But nobody could go back into the past physically. Nobody could go into the future physically. Mentally, you can. Okay? The point I'm making is this. The only thing that's real is the now. So go look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, the now is all that I have. The present is all that I have. And I am thankful for the present. And all the changes that I need to make, I'm going to make it now. Where are my ancestors? They are with me, looking at me right in the mirror. What do they look like? They look like me. because it's a makeup of each and every one of them that gave you what you look like today, or who you are today. So sometimes you see, we don't have to search so hard because what we are looking for is right in the mirror. But too many of us spend too much time in the mirror making over ourselves opposed to appreciating ourselves. So every time you go in the mirror, you want to create something new because you don't appreciate what you look like. But I want you to know that you are perfect. We are exactly where we need to be. This is our time. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to spend your present? Are you going to open it up? Are you going to cherish the gift? Or are you going to put it to the side and focus on the past? Or worry about a future that you may not see physically? Now, once again, a lot of you may take this message and misconstrue what I've said, and it's okay. I am speaking to those that have ears and are willing to hear. And I'm speaking to those with eyes and that could see, those with vision. I promise you, if we focus on what we need to focus on, the present, our ancestors will come meet us exactly where we need them to be. Some of us are trying to go back in the past, somewhere where they don't even want to go back to. They don't want to go back and visit that. No. They want us to start living life and create something better. Okay? That's what they died for. That's what they bled for. They made the sacrifice so that we could be here, so that we could evolve and make something better for those that are coming after us. So what's our ancestors' language? The one that we are going to create right now. Okay? What we create will be our ancestors' language because we will become the ancestors one day. It's a cycle. Okay? It's a cycle. So let's get creative. Let's get creative. Yes, we could use a little bit from the old. I'm not saying no, but let us mix it with what we have and create something new. That's how we move forward. Family, the train is moving. Everybody's evolving. Why are we stagnant? Why are we stuck? Our ancestors were not, they were never stagnant. They were never comfortable, okay? They were always building and creating. Let us not allow people to reshape or shape our lives, okay? We know what's best for us. I hope we do. And let us start being the creators that we are. Let us start being the builders that we are. Okay? Because 20 years from now, 100 years from now, we will be the ones that they will call the ancestors. We will be the ones that will be called the elders. Are we going to leave them in a position where they have nothing to look forward to? Well, let us create something new and preserve it and defend it and protect it so that they wouldn't be in the position that we're in today. All right? That was just something that's in my spirit, and I just had to come share it with y'all. All right? Like I said, I've done enough his story. All right? I am tired of his story. I am tired of his story. And I want any man or any woman that could come to me and show me and speak the first language that was in the Americas, nobody knows. Because even before it was called America, it wasn't called anything. So what was the language we spoke when it wasn't called anything? Nobody knows, because people evolved. People evolve. Everything is speculation. Nobody knows, family. It's all speculation. But what we do know is, for a fact, is that we are here. And we are powerful, and we are strong, and we are great, and we can be victorious if we choose to be victorious. We have to step up and create our story so that our children could speak of our story opposed to his story. I love you guys, man. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Peace.